Now, before you make a full-blown membership website chasing after that sweet, sweet reoccurring monthly revenue, we need to talk about some of the drawbacks and problems and why you might actually be signing yourself up to be trapped in something that you're absolutely going to hate. So timestamps below, along with some other helpful links and resources to selling your digital products, including our Course Creators Playbook that includes a strategy on how to actually start making sales and getting paid while you're building your courses and membership sites. Now, as we dive in here, let's first talk about numbers, right? Because we want to make money out of whatever type of membership site that we are creating. And chances are you're thinking about creating a membership website that might not make as much as you want and might just take a little bit too much time per month to actually work on and create. So here are a couple scenarios. We have a monthly mastermind where you're doing weekly or bi-weekly webinar calls. Then we have a combination of mastermind and a library of content. And then, of course, we just have a standalone course, which you can use membership sites for, and a full-blown implementation program. So we're looking at $37 a month, $97 a month, $297 one time, and $1497 one time as well. And let's say we want to hit an average monthly revenue of about $3,000. I think at that point, it's pretty much a life changer for most of us. I don't know why everyone talks about 5 and 10, because once you get to 3, things really start to change. Just shows me from personal experience. And so let's say our goal is 3,000. Well, with our membership site, we're going to need 82 people at $37 a month, or we're going to need 31 people at $197 a month. And then for our workshops and implementation program, we'll need 10 people or 2 new sales per month. Now, something that a lot of people don't talk about with membership sites, specifically when it comes to any sort of monthly income, you're gonna have people who cancel, right? Could you think of a subscription that you've signed up for and then never, ever canceled, or at least never considered canceling? No, probably not. You probably signed up for something and then decided to cancel it. Well, that's gonna happen to us because we're a subscription, right? And not everyone's going to stick around. So it's reasonable to think that about 30% of our members are going to drop off each month, which means we need another 24 for our monthly mastermind and another 9 to keep our average monthly members at what they need to be in order to hit our monthly revenue column. So here's what the revenue would be for each one of these. And let's add one more column here, and let's say conversion rates on our sales letter or webinar. So all of these can be sold without jumping on the phone, right? So we can use it. We don't have to jump on the phone and do sales calls to sell any one of these. But let's say we have 1,000 people per month hitting our sales letter or our webinar that's selling one of these offers. Well, here are the conversion rates that we need of those 1,000, based upon 1,000 people, in order to actually hit our monthly revenue goals. And as you can see, with the monthly mastermind, which is one of the more popular membership models, your conversion rate needs to be significantly higher than the other ones. And if you're cool with these numbers, you're still looking at this and going, okay, my membership website, I think I still want to do that. Let's go ahead and talk about time commitment, and then we'll get into all the other headaches that you're going to have to deal with, irrespective of which one of these you choose. So if we add the time column for your monthly mastermind, you're probably going to have anywhere from 3 to 4 calls per month. And so that's going to wind up being about 12 hours. So you're going to have 4 60-minute calls. And of course, you're going to have to do some preparation, and there'll be work after the webinar as well. And so that's 12 hours a month for your 3,000 in monthly revenue. Then for your mastermind and content library, it's probably going to be 16 hours a month, because you're going to need to add new content to the library to keep people coming back for more. Because if you don't add new content, people are just going to go, why am I paying a monthly subscription for this? And they'll bounce out. And then of course you need the same time preparation for your weekly or bi-weekly calls. Now with an online course, of course, you make it once and then you sell it, and there's no monthly commitment. Although let's say you're just going above and beyond for some reason and you're spending 5 hours a month updating course content. Most creators don't actually do that. I tend to only have to update our courses like once every 12 to 16 months because stuff doesn't all change all that much for some of our courses. Of course, if you're doing something like Facebook ads, yeah, you're probably gonna have to change that like every other week. But let's move on to the final one, the implementation program. You're looking at, again, 16 hours. And so something that you want to consider with what type of membership website you do is how much time and energy you're going to have to spend per month. And I can tell you from personal experience, spending 16 hours on 2 people is a heck of a lot more fun and easier than trying to spend just 12 hours on 80 plus, right? So I've had personal experience with membership websites that just didn't work at all, and of course some that did pretty well. And so when you're thinking about what type of membership site to create, you really do want to think about how many new customers do I have to get per month, and what do my conversion rates have to be, and then how much time and energy are you actually going to have to spend on this. And so, as you can probably see, I'm a little biased against the first 2, anything monthly reoccurring, and I like the second 2 because your conversion rates can be lower and your monthly time commitment isn't going to be as much depending upon how you structure your implementation program, or just sell an online course for $300 and be done with it. Now, irrespective of the type of membership website you set up, you're going to deal with customer support. Access and refunds is going to be a huge drain on your time. It's going to be at least 3, if not 5 hours a month, just depending upon how many students you have inside of your courses. And yes, if you're doing any sort of monthly reoccurring billing, then that time is just going to go up. And so it's definitely not passive at all, but I'll get more on that in a moment here. And then also, depending upon the type of product that you're selling, if you're selling a digital product like a download, a PDF, a template, a script that doesn't require a bunch of video training, then you might actually be better off not making a membership website at all. In fact, I've gotten emails from customers who were annoyed that they had to go log into a membership website to get what they just paid for. And I've had several customers just ask, can you please just send me the link? Like, I don't want to manage another login. And so if you're just delivering content that can be through a PDF, a Word doc, or some sort of file format, even if it's a couple files, you might find that it's a lot easier to just send people the files, because guess what? People are going to steal from you and ask for refunds, whether you're sending them the files directly or they go to your membership website and download them, because as soon as it's online, it can be stolen, right? We all know that. So having your content in a membership website isn't going to stop the pirates, so you might as well skip the membership website altogether if you can. And if you do decide that some sort of monthly plan is what you want to do and sign yourself up for, please consider the fact of monthly chargebacks, because this is something that almost no one talks about, but gosh, is it painful when it happens. Now, long story short, if someone is inside of your membership site, they're there for a couple of months, and then they decide, you know what, I think this person's a total scammer, I want all my money back, and no, I'm not going to call you, I'm going to go call the credit card company and say that you're a scam, because credit card companies, spoiler alert, they just assume that pretty much anyone selling information online is probably lying, right? There are a lot of bad actors out there. And so what will happen is the credit card company will give them their money back unless you fight it. And by the way, not worth it at all, tell you that. And guess what? On your merchant account, you're not going to have just one chargeback. You're going to have a chargeback for each month that they were billed. And so if there's a way to structure your payments so you reduce the total number of payments, whether they pay, biannually or they just pay an annual fee, even if you wind up giving more refunds, in the long run, it's going to be a lot easier, especially if you do any processing with PayPal, because gosh, they are really nasty to course creators when it comes to refund requests. Now, this final one here I've been alluding to, and this is the monthly passive income lie, because all of these types of membership websites, irrespective of you just send someone a download, there's nothing passive about this particular business model. Is there a lot of automation? Yes. Is it awesome when you can use something like Systemi.io or Thrivecart to automate the entire sales process and delivery of products and services? Yes, and you can check out those in the description. Those are the 2 that we recommend for getting started with your membership sites. If you do decide to purchase, of course, we receive a commission as a way to support this channel. But even if you don't use one of those, no matter what solution you use for your membership site, it's not going to be passive. There will always be some level of monthly work you have to put into it, even if it's just an online course. So thank you so much for watching. Sincerely hope you have a clearer picture of what will and won't work for your membership website and what type of business model you want to use with your membership website. Make sure you check out that link in the description to our Course Creator Playbook that helps you go through creating a digital product, finding the perfect course idea for you, and getting it launched and actually start making sales while you still put together your membership website or your online course. So hit that like button, subscribe for more guides just like this one, and until the next, keep building the business you love.